Hello, Fantasy Sports Wizard here, and welcome to episode 2 of the Samuel Eto'o Road to Glory, which I think I am going to be calling the Eto'o Evolution. More of that will become apparent as this series progresses, and it will be all in the end game, so to speak. But we're going to pick up from that fantastic start and jump straight into game 3, where we come up against a very solid BPL team, fully gold, like your real standard BPL team of all those high-powered players that just outperform, so to speak, and you just know when bronze and silver teams, they go bad. Like, they struggle against certain teams and the way they play, and games 3 and 4 were very much that case. When I picked this game, I couldn't find any games this guy was there available, and I backed out at first as it was a red connection, but when I went back in again, it was showing a good connection. So I thought, okay, I'll play it, but I think as I progressed through the screens, I saw it drop again. So it was a kind of a struggle, and I mean, we had one good chance right at the start that we flashed wide, but he then took advantage of like the superiority in players and was able to just outmuscle my weaker players out. And just before halftime, you can see that tackle there that Samuel Eto'o picks up a foot injury and is given a 2-game duration, so to speak. And maybe it was an excuse that I just struggled to create anything. Like, the lag was bad, like the gameplay meant that I couldn't really compete, and then trying to put that together with a low-rated team against a strong BPL squad, it was going to be a challenge. And fortunately for me, like, I have no downgrades in this series. It's something that I would consider in a future series to make it more interesting and just challenge me a bit more. But for the sake of just progressing in this video, I want to keep it without that. Unfortunately for me, in this time, Eto'o received the worst rating, so it would have been interesting to figure out what we do there. Would I guess would have downgraded the next lowest player. But at halftime, I mean, the possession was even, but I just couldn't create anything. If I got close to his final third and just outside the penalty box, I was just getting snuffed out. So, unfortunately, couldn't get any improvements into the team for game 4, and we come up against a very nice French silver team with Gomes as his chosen player. He's running his own Fatal series, which obviously means this guy is a YouTuber fan for the Fatal series, and I shoot myself in the foot quite early on. I give the ball away cheaply on a free kick, and Remy Cabella finishes quite nicely, and again, like, things just aren't going according to plan, and real struggle. And we're gonna get cut open again. Gomes is in, but fortunately, Zlamau comes up with a huge save, and this puts us back on the counter. But it's going to come back a bit forth. It's like this game was really back and forth, is what like this clip's really trying to show. A continue, like, it was up and down, and eventually, as the game progressed, it was going to affect me more than anyone else. And this is just because my players were gassed. I mean, I put fitness back on them, but like the pace in this French team, it was just too much. And we get a goal back here. I mean, Eto'o has a shot clear off the post, but unfortunately, it goes in off his player. It goes down as an own goal. Eto'o doesn't even get the assist. And to cap things off, pretty much straight after that, Gomes runs clear to give a 2-1 lead, and it's not looking good. Like, we're not getting upgrades, and we're conceding goals. And we then give up another goal here, a nice finish into the bottom corner, and it's 3-1 where you're not even into half time, and it's not looking good. I mean, I keep trying to plug away, but just things weren't working out. I mean, that chance, previous game, he was burying those, but he fires it wide, and even at half time, like, we got 53% possession, but we've done nothing with it. So, something to consider in the future episodes, like maybe a bit more creativity wouldn't go amiss, and to improve our finishing, as yet another chance goes begging. Maybe someone from a higher rated player would have finished that. We won't know until as we progress through this series, but it was just this sort of thing just kept happening. If you follow my quest series, you would know that I do seem to go through phases where like I will have so many chances, but I just fail to find the back of the net, and then I will go through games where I will just dominate teams and put up a scoreline. Like, that seems to be my cycle this year, and get myself into a bit of pickle here. You just can't clear the ball properly, and eventually he just keeps creating chances after chances, and just the way this game went, there was nothing I could do really to stop the onslaught. The guy was a good player. I mean, I was having my struggles as well, but it was just not going to be our day, Eto'o's day. Like, he got injured, he had a goal taken off him, and it was just bad day all around. And you can see here now into the 90th minute, like, Gomes just runs free, my defender is gassed. So Lamau, having been fantastic in that previous episode, gets a hand on it, but it's not enough to keep it out the back of the net. And this is probably one of my worst moments this year. Like, I give up 2 goals in injury time. I don't think I have done that all year, and that hurts even more. So that's going to be where this episode comes to a conclusion. Disappointing to say the least, but if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If we get up to 2 likes, I will instantly upload episode 3 of this. Other than that, I'm the Fantasy Sports Wizard, and I shall see you all next time.